So this video is all about our trip up and down the Royal Mile. One end there is Holyrood Palace and on the other end there is Edinburgh Castle. I've just gone down this alley called Dunbar's Close. And it's brought you out in this really gorgeous little garden. Some benches, so I've made sure I've had a little sit down. And then James went for a walk this way. See where he's gone, obviously slower than him. And high up on the hill, there's a big monument and there's a graveyard up there. You can just see it. Oh, that's not looking fun. I'll try and negotiate that. Carefully down the cobbledy road. Oh, that's pretty. That's beautiful. That's 17 degrees today. A bit grey, but it's warm enough. No wind. Still no sign of Jane, so I'll carry on. So this garden was created and everything donated by the Mushroom Trust, never heard of those before, back in 1977, and they wanted it to resemble the gardens in Edinburgh in the 17th century. One place we still haven't tried yet is the Museum of Edinburgh. We wanted to go, but during lockdown it was shut. Apparently it takes over the entire building at the side as well, and it's 4 floors high. Sounds really exciting. Maybe next time we go we can actually get inside. There are a lot of wizard shops and lots of things to remind you of Harry Potter. As you know, J.K. Rowling was around here when she was writing all the stories, so you'll have to keep an eye out for those. And this is the Edinburgh Award, and you can see J.K. Rowling's handprints in here. As you know, James and I like to go to many pubs, and this was one of the others. I think this was the Long Drop, and we stayed and we had some haggis there with some lovely whiskey sauce. And just outside was the setting for where they used to do all their hangings of all the witches. There was a lot of tourists around. No matter where you are in Edinburgh, you can always see the castle just from different angles. And from the top of the mile, nearest to the castle, is a building with cannonballs still stuck in its walls. There are a lot of the same old shops down on the mile where you can buy your tartan, your whiskey, fudge, etc. They all seem to have the same thing in them. We've stopped at the bottom of Edinburgh Castle because I wanted to show you something, Lauren. Just at the bottom of the car park is a restaurant and it's called Cannonball. Can you spot the cannonball? Apparently, they don't know why, but one of the cannons was shot out of the top into the building. They don't know if they were firing down the road down to Holyrood or not. If you look closely, you can see where the cannons came out. Just at the bottom of the esplanade, is where they used to hang the witches of Edinburgh, and they have got a lovely restaurant, 5-star restaurant called the Witchery, where we just stopped for some lunch. Even lunch you have to book a table in advance. Another cheeky beer for Mr. Coleman, I see. As you know, I've got walking difficulties and my knees were absolutely killing, so any opportunity to stop for a quiet coffee, although this wasn't as quiet as we hoped. All we wanted was a quiet coffee, watch and listen. Even that boy's got his hands over his ears. So on your way down you will see lots of people dressed up, magicians, jugglers, all sorts of people. Good fun, and you can take lots of photographs of them. They would appreciate it.
And this is a man dressed up. You see if you can work out where his legs are.
Guess what we found? Yes, another pub. This one's Deacon Brodie's. I do believe we stayed here for quite a few. Really old style inside. Gorgeous old photographs as well. We did like this one. Now this is the cafe where J.K. Rowling did most of her writing for Harry Potter, and it's been in the news recently because it was burnt down. They're trying to renovate it, but apparently there's money issues there, so hopefully they'll get it going again soon. Another pub, Greyfriars Bobby, and this one's got a nice little story about a dog. His owner was a policeman who used to patrol the area, and when his owner died, he used to visit the grave every single day. And although the local residents tried to bribe him with food and all sorts, he wanted to still be with his owner. So when he died, they buried him next to him. And if you go into the graveyard, Greyfriars graveyard, you can see both gravestones, but you can also see the big pile of sticks they've left for the dog. And this is Greyfriars graveyard. See how many names you recognise from the Harry Potter films. And you can also book tours. We saw lots and lots of different groups walking around.